Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my December 2020 monthly budget video. Today we will be talking about our goals and our to-dos and our monthly budget. I guess I never really take time to say this, but in our household is my husband and me. We purchased this house last December, so not quite a year yet, but we've been living here for about 11 months. We both have full-time jobs and we also have a business that is what I run, and my husband helps out with it, of course, too. It seems like every December we are trying to hit a major financial goal, and typically do the first December following getting married and combining our finances and starting this business. It all kind of happened in the same like 6 months, but following that, the first December we paid off our car loan, which I had a car loan that I brought to the marriage. The next December we bought a house, or maybe it was the December after that, but after which now we are trying to pay off my husband's student loan. So anyway, let's go ahead and hop into the video and talk about all things personal finance. Okay, so literally the first to-do and the first to-do that will happen in the month of December is Candle Day at Bath & Body Works. We stand a candle, and I plan to buy enough candles to basically stock up until the next Candle Day. Candle Day is typically the first Saturday in December, and basically the 3-wick candles, which retail for $24.50, are like, you can get them for like a third of the price, like $8 and change, $9 and change, which is crazy because the candles really are good quality. And so I have a few candles that I really like. I've been thinking about though just getting my staples and then maybe shopping small businesses for some other candles perhaps, but I don't know, I haven't really decided on that. But anyway, that is going to be the first happening for December, and I am probably going to order online. In past years, I would go into the store. That was obviously pre-COVID, and the reason for doing that is so that I can smell like their new scents that they put out around the holidays, or just smell some of the old scents so I can like actually see what I like. But now I pretty much know what I like, and I'm not standing in any COVID lines, so my plan is to order online. Next up, the Christmas party for the teen group is going to be here at my house. We're doing like a potluck, so everybody's doing something, and we're doing like a Secret Santa situation, but what I'm going to be bringing is a punch, so I'm just kind of like considering that to be a part of our regular grocery budget. Also though, I've already purchased my Secret Santa gift, and then I'm also going to be finding 3 games for us to play, like holiday games, Christmas games, and then I was going to sponsor like a giveaway or a prize for each of those games, but my mother-in-law is going to do that. Shout out to her. So I just really need to find the games, buy the games, or whatever. I did see some stuff on Etsy, so I plan to shop over there for some games for the Christmas party. Next up, we have a Christmas party, or supposed to be having a Christmas party at my job. This is something that normally happens anyway. All of these are like normal things. I don't really know what we're gonna do. We're trying to get a count of who might be interested in attending, and if we can get a good count, then we're going to try to find, our goal is to find a place that will be socially distanced and safe for everybody to attend. Essentially, we kind of do that anyway, but I guess what we would do is sit families together and make sure we're all socially distanced, and we could play games and do all of the things that we normally do. Again, I don't really know if that is happening, but if it does happen and my husband and I do attend, which I liken it to being similar to if we were to go out to eat. So if we do the whole Christmas party thing, we will have to pay for our own meals. We're also doing a Secret Santa gift exchange. I've already purchased my gift for my little Secret Santa person. Next up, my coworkers having a Christmas party. I don't really know about that and what that is going to look like. I think it's going to be at his house. I was thinking even if we didn't go, then like even if we weren't going to be like going and hanging out and like being amongst people, because I don't really know what that's going to look like, I figure at minimum we could bring a bottle and a dish to share, say our hellos and whatever, and kind of peace out. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about that. So I am including that as a part of the to-dos. And then my department was going to have like a little Christmas party shenanigan. We all share the same office realistically, so us doing a potluck situation honestly wouldn't really be too, you know, dramatic. We already are socially distanced and whatnot in our office anyway, so that may or may not be happening. I'm not sure, but if so, again, it's potluck, so I would bring a dish. And then we are going to be having a Christmas brunch here at our house. Understand by we, I mean my same people that I celebrated Thanksgiving with, my husband and my mother-in-law. So we were thinking, you know, Christmas in the first house, our first Christmas here, we could do like a little Christmas thing. My mother-in-law was going to bring the drinks, like the mimosa stuff, and then we were just going to cook a brunch, and then we could exchange gifts or whatnot, and or do that first, and then that be that for whatever. Next up, let's talk about goals. I am thinking about traveling home. I am off of work for about a week and a half in December, pretty much every December. Typically I would be like bouncing around from different people's houses, but obviously I'm not going to do that with COVID. So if I travel home, it would be to see my sister and her family. And possibly if we go home and my husband wants to come too or goes too, like, I don't really, this is just a random thing that I'm thinking about. But if he comes, we could stop by and see his grandma. We can't like actually like be in the same room with her. We could say hi from outside the window because she's been struggling with different like health issues and whatnot. So that could potentially be a thing, but we also might not do that and just stay home as well. Obviously a goal of ours is to pay off my husband's student loans. We'll talk more about that. We do need to pay our car insurance. Our car insurance is due every 6 months. We'll talk more about that when we get to the actual budget. I do want to stick to my Christmas budget. Thus far, I've spent $400 for gifts for 4 people. My 2 Secret Santas, my mother-in-law, which her gift I think is like the most expensive so far, and then my husband. Of course, my husband wanted the PlayStation 5, but we've had a heck of a time trying to get to it, so he's kind of over it at this point. So because of which I did want to purchase him like a couple of things, so when we do exchange gifts, he like will have something. We're not really huge Christmas gift givers just in general to like people in general, but also not amongst ourselves either, because September we have birthdays and we do a whole lot for that, and then in November we have our anniversaries and we normally do a whole lot for that. So we kind of lay low for December, but I have gotten him a couple of things. So as of right now, we've spent about $400. The gift that I want is about $100. So if my husband gets me that, then we should stick perfectly to his budget, unless his job is doing like a Secret Santa thing, or like unless something else pops up. So we're trying to stick to $500 for the Christmas budget. Next up, of course, I need to complete this business venture that I've been talking about. With a week and a half off from work and possibly staying home, I guess I don't really have any good reason to not complete it, but that's a goal for December. And then we also want to get a quote for our truck. We got like a free truck basically in exchange for paying for like basically giving somebody some money. So it wasn't like we bought the truck. It was like, here, take this in exchange for this. And it's already broken down. So we feel like it might be appropriate to go ahead and finally get a quote in December, since I don't think that's happening in November, since we're like 2 days away from December. So anyway, that's something that we want to do for December, and just kind of see how much it will be to actually fix the truck. And if it's like astronomical or something that we're not interested in, we can make a plan to, you know, sell the truck or scrap it or get rid of it or whatever it is that we need to do. In December, my husband will get 4 paydays every Friday. I will get 3. So December is going to be our highest earning income month to date, like since we've been married, which is super, super fun, in part due to the fact that the business is doing well, or is projected to do well in December. Also, I'm getting an extra paycheck in the month of December. And then of course, our major money goal is to pay off my husband's student loans. Jumping into the budget, this is not the actual amount of money that we're going to earn. This is the amount of money that we're going to pull from to live off of, and in doing so, our aim is to live quite comfortably. Nothing super, super fancy. December is going to be a little out of control, obviously because of Christmas and all of those shenanigans, but typically we pull or pay ourselves about $4,000 or so to live off of. In the month of December, we're going to pull $6,757.86. Our bills and expenses are going to be the equivalent, because we do an every dollar budget, which means that we account for every dollar, and therefore our income and bills and expenses are the same. Starting with our mortgage is through New American Funding. That was just like the preferred lender whenever we were purchasing this house. Not anything we like went and sought out, not our bank or anything like that, but we do pay $1,471.46 every month for our regular mortgage payment. For security, that is through Vivint, and that amount is $51.47 each and every month. For electricity, this fluctuates. We live in Georgia, so sometimes like in the winter it's, you know, obviously less, but in the summer it could be like upwards of $300. But for the month of December, the bill will be $94.29. For cable/internet, that is through AT&T and Xfinity, and we have like top notch for everything, like a bunch of channels and like the highest internet speed, which I live for because my videos process in like 3 minutes and they upload in like 4 minutes. So it's like a 10-minute process to get any of my videos uploaded. It can be even shorter if the videos are shorter, but I love that. And anyway, $129.34 is what we will be paying in December. For water/sewer, that of course is whatever water company, you know, Georgia Water, and I'm just kidding, I don't know what it's called, but that is through whatever water sewer company services this area. Our bill has been, since we're not running the sprinklers, about $35 or so each month. So I'm gonna budget $40 just to be on the safe side, and that will be what we are projecting to pay for the month of December. For our reckless AF funds, essentially that's our discretionary spending, the money that we can spend frivolously every single month. I honestly haven't really used mine a whole lot in the past year. My efforts go to furnishing the house, and that's kind of like where I prefer to spend our money. So I don't really buy much, but together we do budget $250 in case there is, you know, a time where we do want to buy some things. I don't want there to be a restriction, and that can be for like clothes or whatever. Which, fun fact, in November, in this month, just today, yesterday, I think today maybe, today I purchased some sweaters for like $50. So that's what I've spent my allowance on so far in November, and obviously that's probably all I'm going to spend it on because we're like 2 days away from the end of the month. For donations/gifts, again, our budget is $500. And that is going to be, I will say that I like did way more for my Secret Santas, and that is because I don't really give a lot for Christmas. So when I do, I just feel like I should come correct and that our gifts should be, you know, super nice. So I always do more than the limit for Secret Santas. And also we, like I said, have purchased my mother-in-law a gift, and I've purchased my husband some gifts, and that total is a little over $400. So like I said, if my husband gets me what I want, then we'll be at about $500, which is my preference. And fun fact, we've already begun, like I've already done my Christmas shopping back there. However, all of our expenses go on our credit card. So our credit card literally just has the amount for a couch that we'll talk about momentarily, and those Christmas gifts. Like that's all that's on the credit card, and the credit card is due December the 9th. So we'll pay the credit card, you know, somewhere between December the 1st and December the 9th. And that's kind of how I've already started or completed my Christmas shopping. Again, we're not huge Christmas givers. We're huge givers in general, but something about just like randomly giving gifts for a Christmas holiday just doesn't sit right with my spirit. I just much prefer to come through like for anniversaries, like wedding anniversaries, and for birthdays I show up and show out, and for it's funny we're talking about me showing up for my friends because my friend just texted and said, I think you're the only friend that I have that doesn't annoy me. I am dead. We'll get into that after this video so I can see what the tea is. Since I need you to spill the tea, you can't just text that and not spill the tea. Anyway, so like birthdays and, you know, when my friends get a job promotion, I like to give, you know, little things here and there, just like little stuff like that. When my friends are sick, you know, come through with maybe a gift card, they can order some food or like that kind of thing. That sits right with my spirit. Just giving random gifts for December, I don't know, I just rather allocate my funds differently. So we don't do a lot of Christmas giving. For toiletries, we're budgeting $50, toilet paper, feminine products, garbage bags, those types of things. For beauty, that is for whatever we need to spend in any given month to make ourselves look, to be happy with the way that we look. So that could be getting our hair done, that could be a pedicure, that could be eyebrow waxings, and just those types of things. Which, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but I am going through laser hair removal, and I'm technically finished with my treatment, but I did pay for my treatment last March, all of it up front. So that's a part of beauty, but like, cause I already paid it all up front, it's not a part of our monthly budget, of course, but just fun fact in case you didn't know. Looking presentable, like at least halfway decent, is pretty important to me. And then of course my husband is getting his hair done now, like braids and things like that. So the budget is a little high for December because we'll both need our hair done and whatnot in the month of December. Normally, you know, it fluctuates, but it's pretty high for the month of December. For travel, again, I'm kind of planning to go home, but also planning to not go home, so I'm not budgeting anything for travel currently. For house, that is for the couch that we purchased that is currently on the credit card that we will pay off in the next week or so. And also that is gonna be for candle day, and also for like other little things. We do plan to do a few little projects here and there around the house in December. House is super high for the month of December, but I wanted to go ahead and get that couch out the way so I can write it off as a business expense for the year of 2020. Also, it was on sale and it was just fire, and I just had to purchase it, really. Actually, I didn't purchase it. I told my husband I wanted it and then he purchased it. For miscellaneous, we are budgeting $100. We do that each and every month. For gas, we are budgeting $120. That is for our cars. I fill up weekly. I have a pretty good commute to and from work, and my husband fills up about twice per month. For car insurance, this is gonna be for 3 vehicles now. So our 2 cars and then this truck. Truthfully, the truck only bumped it up a couple $100, and this is us basically saving $400 for paying the premium in full. So we won't pay car insurance again until next June. I just can't stomach, I don't really like paying this much money like all at once, but I can't stomach the thought of not saving $400+ either. For health insurance, this is just for my husband. We have been, like, of course, you know, November open enrollment and whatnot rolls around, so we have been exploring other options, but think it's best that we just stick to what we have or what we know right now. So for him right now, his payment is going to be $218.61 still. And then for life insurance, this is through Fidelity. I think we signed up right after we got married, so I think it's through Fidelity, and we just pay the amount every single month together. For the both of us, $42.19. For food/dates, $850. If you don't know, your girls are down over 35 pounds since August, and I will say that we have been doing a lot more eating at home, like doing date nights in and whatnot, so that helps because we have like lots of leftovers and whatnot. But really, our grocery bill is higher. I'm hoping we can stick to $850. Your girl buys a lot of fruit and drinks, like different sparkling waters. Basically all I do is drink water and eat fruit. I do eat like other foods, obviously, but for the most part, like whenever I'm ready to snack, I'm getting a fruit, as opposed to like chips, cookies, cakes, pies, stuff that I should have never been eating. Whenever I'm ready to drink, I am drinking regular water or like some type of sparkling water or something like that. And that mess is expensive. Y'all know eating healthy costs some bread, pun intended. And then last, we have our student loan payments, which they are currently in virus forbearances, so there are no minimum payments due. However, you should know that the virus forbearance ends December the 31st. So beginning in the new year in 2021, January 1, interest will be accruing again and payments will be due. Our payments are actually due on the 21st of each month. So technically our payments aren't due until January the 21st, but we are planning to pay off my husband's student loans in the month of December. I will say that it's been pretty tricky just like even thinking about this, because we're about to fork over $13,000, which this money is rightfully owed to Nelnet, let's be clear. But during this pandemic, it's been kind of interesting. So I'm saying right now that we're planning to pay off my husband's student loans, but I don't even really know. I just feel like we're still living in uncertain times, and it's kind of eerie. But you know, this past year we've both remained gainfully employed, even though we work for like small companies. So that's been pretty positive and uplifting. So I think that's why we feel comfortably about our decision to pay off the student loans next month. But we're just kind of taking it day by day, week by week, seeing what all is unfolding. As of right now, I feel like we're in a place where we can pay off the student loans and it'll be fine. I don't think we'll be unemployed, you know, in the coming months or in 2021 or whatnot. But you know, COVID cases are expected to rise with the holidays and the shenanigans related to the holidays and people traveling and whatnot. So while my company hasn't shut down in like 6 months, that's still a thing that might be happening, is that COVID cases will rise and there may be some fallout. But as of right now, we are planning to pay off my husband's student loans, and the exact amount is $12,704.48. So that is it for our December budget. I think I have captured everything so far. We've already decorated. This is our first time decorating for Christmas. I've gotten gifts out of the way. I don't know if you can see the gifts. I think you could see a gift. Gotten gifts out of the way. I have other gifts coming. Like the major gifts are out of the way, but I do have other gifts coming in the mail because I did do some stuff for Black Friday. But other than that, like I said, I think we are prepared to take on December, and I'm just ready for the year to be over, realistically. Not too thrilled for 2021 to begin because I don't know what that will hold either. But that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.